All right, it's your favorite time of the week. It's time to discuss theoretical perspectives. I know it's your favorite. You love sociological theory, but here we are. Okay, so we're looking at the theoretical perspectives on race and ethnicity. So we're starting with our three standard that at this point we should be pretty used to. So we start with the functionalist group view of race and ethnicity. This is not the best interpretation of race and ethnicity. It's why we have three different sociological theories that we use, because not all of them are necessarily that great for every topic. For example, the functionalist view of race and ethnicity is that it consolidates the minority group, or that it benefits society, but only the group that's in charge. So in America, that would be the white part. Basically saying that racism serves a function for the people on top, and that it also serves a function to create community for the people who are being targeted. It's not nice. That's why we had three, but you should just know how they look at this. Now, much more common would be a symbolic interactionist view of this. Now, they explain the racism through this idea that lack of exposure to people of other races causes racism. So they're looking at things like individual experiences, the media, what kind of things are you watching, symbolic representations, and how do individuals identify? Remember, with symbolic interactionist, they're always looking at those one-on-one interactions. So what are you viewing on the media? How do you view your race and ethnicity? How do other people view your race and ethnicity? So this is a much more one-on-one view. Going to conflict view, as always, this is going to be that the people in power are passing laws and creating institutions to deliberately oppress minorities. So again, we go back to our conflict view of sociology, in that this is the idea that the one with the most toys wins, and they're going to change the rule to make sure that they can keep getting the most toys, right? So they're going to intentionally keep this imbalance going. We also have two additional theories or perspectives that you should understand from this section. The first is intersection theory. This is becoming much more well known in all of society. So this is the idea that it suggests that we cannot separate the effects of things like race, class, gender, sexual orientation, and other attributes. So what does this mean? Okay, so we just had an election, right? And often you would hear people talking about things like the black vote or the young female vote, as if all of those people were the same people. They're not, right? You know this. You know that not every person who is similar demographically is going to have identical opinions. And that's because they're not similar identigraph. Everybody's different, right? So yes, you may be in this group for this thing, but because you are of a higher class, or because you are gay, you may have a different interpretation than other members of your group. So really, this is just kind of the various intersections of what we are. It's your race, it's your gender, it's your sex, it's your orientation, your attributes, all of those kinds of things coming together to create one unique individual. And then finally, we have the culture of prejudice. This is the theory that prejudice is embedded into our culture. It's literally everywhere. And it's also presumed to be the cause of implicit bias, which we have coming up later in this section. We'll go over that later for you. The idea here is that we have just so much prejudice for so long that it's literally in everything. It's in our social institutions, it's in our government, it's in our language, it's in our popular culture. We can't necessarily divorce it. Most of the time, because we don't even recognize that that's where it necessarily came from. When I was growing up, we would watch Speedy Gonzales, and nobody thought that was inappropriate. Now you look at Speedy Gonzales and you think, ooh, that's not nice. They're really mocking, Mexican people. That's not okay. But we didn't know. We literally did not know that that wasn't something that we should be doing. So that's what they're talking about with the culture of prejudice. All right, I'll see you guys soon.